I am Dominic Sherwood from Shadowhunters.
Well, let's talk about the latest season. We're a little over halfway through it.
Yeah,
There was a new episode a couple of hours ago, which I haven't been able to watch yet. But
correct.
I see the Twitter sphere is already picking up about all the new revelations.
Yeah,
and
it was
everything.
a pretty rough episode for poor Simon. It's been a real tough one. I think Jace is trying to kind of find his emotional place in the world and what his place is with Clary, but yeah, Simon had a rough old time of it this episode.
You've had a rough time this whole season, though. I mean, you
Yeah.
were kidnapped
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah.
Chased by, stalked by werewolves.
Yeah, then beaten up by the werewolves, almost died, ended up in hospital. There's actually a bunch of stuff that I've left out when we were talking about this over the course of the day. Because there is the whole, like, you know, your father's a bad guy, then, like, you're in love with your sister, then kidnapped, then tortured and all that. But then you also forget that, like, mum tried to kill you with a bow and arrow or a crossbow. And then, yeah, beaten up by the werewolves. You ended up with, like, glass all in your face. Ended up in the hospital. Had to leave the hospital. Mum tries to help you again. Didn't really help you. You jumped off a building. Broke both your ankles, probably. It's been really rough. Like, really. And that's just to now. Like, we've got another, like, 7 episodes of just terrible life for Jace to go through.
Even when seemingly something good happens, like you get a kiss, it's because you're being strangled.
Because it's,
to
yeah,
death.
because I'm dying. Yeah, it's, yeah. And then immediately it's like, oh, can we talk about, like, that lovely kiss that just happened? No, we can't. No, we're not. No. Okay, tight. Well, I guess I'll just be here waiting for the next awful thing to happen to me in my life.
How much of the character trajectory did you know going into the project?
I know a decent amount about it. I knew a lot of his kind of backstory and stuff, and obviously this is based on books, so a lot of it I can get kind of from that. The real fact of the matter is that I didn't want to know too much. I want to go through it as you would any other TV show, where you read the scripts and then you discover, you know, those new emotions or these new paths that you have to go through. And I don't want to know what his end is. Like, I don't think that's important to me. That's not helpful. If anything, it over convolutes my mind with too much information that's gonna kind of change the way I potentially perform. So that's not what I want in my future. So I'm trying to keep it as day by day as I can.
Is there a challenge in that, though, when some of these revelations come out, that maybe that changes your character because maybe as you should have known that already? Or
Totally. So the things that I have to know as the character, we discuss with the writers and with the producers. Anything that I need to know that would, but even if it was like a subconscious thing or whatever, like that stuff I know ahead of time. I know all of that. The things that I don't know are the things that Jace doesn't know at all, and that aren't affecting him or his character in any way. So yeah, we it takes a lot of work actually to get it exactly right to the place where you know enough but not too much. And obviously, you know, the writers know more than me because they're writing an entire season ahead of me. So it's tough, but yeah, hopefully we end up doing it the right way. People seem to kind of enjoy it, which is nice.